So the only thing good about being a sinner or sinful or being wicked, being demonic, being possessed by a demon is that at any given moment you could stop being a sinner. You could stop being wicked. You could stop being a liar. You could stop being a thief. You could stop having hatred. You could stop being boastful. You could stop being greedy. You could stop being envious. Those are the only good things about those qualities. At any given time, you could stop having, wicked intentions or wicked thoughts or doing wicked deeds at any given time. And that becomes probably the only good thing. There's good in that. It's good in acknowledging the fact that, hey, at any given moment, I can stop being a sinner. I can stop doing wicked things. That's good. And the only bad thing about being righteous is that at any given moment, you could become wicked. You could become boastful. You could become a liar. You could become wrathful. You could become proud. You could become a sinner. You could sin. You could lust, then repeatedly lust and repeatedly lust and lust and lust and lust and lust and lust. That's the only thing bad about being righteous, is that your righteousness is always being threatened. That's the only bad thing about being righteous. You're going to be tempted, with wrath, with lust, with greed, with sloth. You could just get up and just not want to do anything at all. We're not talking about like meditation and stuff like that. We're talking about just being depressed. Depression creates sloth. You could become stressed out. You could become worried. These things can happen to you when you're a righteous person at any given moment. So that is something bad about being righteous. And you could take account all your works, and you could do righteous deeds all your life. And then one moment, one slip up, you could fall from grace. You could do one wicked act that will help you or make you fall from grace. So the righteous can become bad. The wicked can become good. The wicked can be good by becoming righteous. They could stop or put an end to whatever it is that makes them wicked. So this is really the definition or the meaning of having spiritual conflict, spiritual war. The truth can become tainted. The lie can become pure in the spiritual war. These are things that we have to take into consideration in these times, because we're living in perilous times. We're living in very dangerous times where, see, it goes like this. The story of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Jesus has been documented with running 7 sins out of Mary Magdalene. 7 demons, which are the 7 deadly sins. So Christ had ran those demons out of her. He ridded her of those demons. He confronted them. It probably wasn't an easy task, because these are things that people are conditioned to have. And in his quest to rid her of these demons, himself was exposed to those demons as well. So there could be a time when, the said person may have took a fall from grace and being at war with these qualities. See, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities in heavenly places. So, the only thing that is bad about being righteous is that at any given moment, you could fall from grace. And the only thing good about sin is that you can rise to grace. See, I was playing this game. It's called Watchdog Legions. And in Watchdog Legions, it has certain undertones that if you are aware of what's going on, you would know that these are going to be certain characteristics of the world that we are currently in at this present moment. Military police, private police, drones watching you, people watching you. See, I waited for years for that particular video game to come out. And when it came out, I noticed one thing about it, that there's operatives in that particular video game where they're recruiting people. They're recruiting people to be operatives. And these are regular people. Any and everybody could be, induced into being an operative for whoever it is, for whatever it is, whether it's good, whether it's bad, you can be induced into being an operative. And inside of the video game, they had face masks, like the face mask that we're wearing right now. So it only allows me to know that that video game is dictating certain aspects that will take place in the near future if this world continues to go on as it does. It was being ran and controlled by AI. And the reason why it was being ran and controlled by AI was because of the human element. The human element became so corrupt that it had to have some form of legitimate authority over it, because it, when in authority, has the ability to be corrupted. Like the police had the ability to be corrupted. The politicians, the mayors, the presidents, the governors, they have the ability to be corrupted. AI is what it is. It has a certain duty. And once it's programmed to do that duty, it doesn't go astray from that duty. So I was able to draw comparisons between that reality and the reality that we live in right now, where good people are being surveilled, being under surveillance, are being spied on by wicked. So if the wicked can do extremely terrible things to good people, then it is only right that that particular function be carried out on the masses of the world. Everybody should be watched. There should be drones everywhere. If the good can be, harassed, can be made a target or a subject, in my case, where the light is on me, where the spotlight is on me, where you are a source of light, where you are a light being. So those that are amongst you, it doesn't matter where you are, can be drawn from out of that light and say, hey, watch him. Invite anger to him. Make him lust. See if he's greedy. Try this on him. Try that on him. So in a world where that is evident, where that is fact, then that whole process should be carried out on the entirety of the world. But in a world where people are reluctant to do such things, maybe for financial gain, maybe for position, maybe for certain things, then no, that shouldn't be carried out. That would be wrong. To, have drones monitor you, to have you under constant being checked, have to go through checkpoints to see if you're a fugitive, see if that you're a person that may have a certain disease. It would only be right to carry out a society in that nature, because it come to prove that these people can't be trusted. I can make you hate people. I can make you love people. I can make you target people. I can make you ignore people. So anybody that can be programmed to do something, whether it's good or bad, they may need some technology or some sort of technology to oversee them, because they can't oversee themselves. Yeah, they had face masks. The same face mask that we wear. They wear those in there. And like I told you, I was planning, since this video game first came out, I was always fascinated by it, by the concept of it. So once it was able to surface, I was able to draw comparisons like, we wearing face masks. We wear the same face mask. And any and everybody could be an operative. Whoa, that's deep. So we're going to a real police and military state very soon. This is what the stage is being set for. They're setting the stage for military control, military dominance, military police, private police. They're setting the stage for that. They're actually setting the stage for that. But, glory be to the God of good and mercy. because it allows me to see things and see what they are and see who's behind them and see, just to know. God gives you knowledge to discern things. Discernment is a quality that you get from God, as opposed to, walking around all willy-nilly as if nothing is going on. You're able to see. You're able to connect the dots. But as a righteous being, as a righteous person, as a divine being, I am always conscious that at any given moment, I could fall from grace. Because, when you walk, people see the glory on you. You gotta understand that this is not, for me, this is not an act. This is somebody who I am. And it doesn't matter where I show my face at. The attention that's drawn is a supernatural attention. It's a supernatural attention. And I know that I am a person that's being scrutinized. Not just by people, but by, spirits, people in the spiritual realm, things in the spiritual realm, a God in the spiritual realm. And these things, I know, they mean me no harm. It's people in the physical realm that know and understand that, and they mean you harm. So you have to always be mindful of that. That when you have the light, those that wish to have that same light, they can grow envious of it. And out of that envy, it can provoke certain events. It can provoke certain acts. So the only good thing about that is that those people that are envious could stop being envious. And the people that are not envious can become envious. So we always are at war with ourselves because we are spiritual beings. I met this woman last night, and she said that when she was a child, she found out the truth. And she didn't know who I was, but she said she found out the truth. And I just looked at her like, kind of shocked. I was like, what do you mean? She said, I was sitting by myself and I started laughing. You start laughing? She was like, yeah, I started laughing. I was sitting by myself and I just started laughing. And her mother and her grandmother came and asked her, what's wrong? She said, I know the truth. Said, what's the truth? That we are ghosts. All of us. And I said, that is the truth. We are all ghosts. We are all spirits. All of us. All of us are spirits that leave and come back. So from that moment on, they believed that she was crazy, but she was not. She just understood the truth. And as a child, you will understand the truth. It is the world's duty to take that truth away from you. The world imposes things on you to take that truth away from you. So, glory be to God for allowing that girl to experience that that moment. And that's a hard pill to swallow. And that may have a certain effect on your life growing up. Like me, I knew the truth as well. I was told you, came into the world conscious. I came into the world with the truth. So these are things that allow you to be outcast. It allows you to be different because you know the truth and you hold dear to it. And it's hard for you, once you know the truth, to embrace something other than the truth. So this is where you become set apart. This is where you become one of the chosen. See, we are all chosen. If you are here, you're chosen. You are one out of all the sperm cells that made it here. So you are chosen to be here and experience this reality. It's up to you to do what you choose to do with your experience in this realm. But we are all chosen. But some of us, the light is just shed on us because it's just the way it is. But the light shines on all of us. Everyone don't acknowledge their fruitfulness because maybe they forget. So you could either walk in the glory or you could be the glory. You could give the glory to something else, or you could even not acknowledge the glory at all. But glory be to God of good and mercy. See, this is the thing. God is good not for what God gives you, but for what God don't give you. If God has to give you something to be good, then I don't know what to say. But what God don't give you allows you to experience the glory and the power of God. See, God gave me the spirit of righteousness, didn't give me the spirit of wickedness. I know the spirit of wickedness, but I don't have that spirit. So God is good for not allowing me to have that spirit to the point where it consumes me. The spirit of truth is over me. The spirit of truth is over me. I know lie, but God didn't give me the spirit of deceit, of a liar. It gave me the spirit of a truth seeker. It gave me the spirit of one that doesn't feel comfortable with being a liar. But I can't lie at any given moment. The spirit of deceit can't come over me at any given moment. And I'm conscious of that. And the spirit of truth can overcome a liar. A liar could just get so fed up that he or she may tell the truth. So God is good all the time, but not for what God gives you, but for what God don't give you. See, Iron Roof is on fire because the roof is on fire.